Nico, this is really cool to just,
I agree.
come to a fairly lonely day at Silverstone with a 918 Spider, a car which I've never been in. Got very close to being able to drive it and never did.
I wasn't either.
So this is a special
in anger,
experience.
first time for me as well.
Yeah, and as a piece of engineering and as an enthusiast car, it's just
mind blowing, huh?
Yeah.
And even for me, and I've seen some fast
You've
cars
driven
in
some
my time,
fast vehicles,
but
exactly.
it is special.
Yeah. Now, you've obviously, since leaving Formula One and retiring, retirement sounds like a word to use for old people. How old are you now?
33.
Gosh, you're really that young. Oh man. Okay, so you've retired now from F1 driving, but you've set up a YouTube channel, and is this something that you sort of plan to do immediately post Formula One, or is this something you just sat there and had a year out and kind of went, what am I going to do?
Exactly. So it took some time just to figure everything out, where I wanted to go, and I've always loved social media, and I've then seen how YouTube, I think, has a really, really powerful future for social media. Yeah. And so I just decided I'm just going to give it a go, and I enjoy it because it's a challenge in itself to create these videos and try and create something that is halfway fun to watch. Yeah, and it's just fun. So I'm getting going with it. And anyways, it's cars, it's my life, and so just bringing a bit of that across has been enjoyable. And I'm really happy also because it's been quite well received, and I get a lot of good comments. So that's cool.
It's because there are a lot of drivers who might not be that interesting to talk to. That's the thing, and I think. There's less people out there who can drive like you can drive, but you can tell you have a bit of fun with it. No. You're not too sort of tight and you take life too seriously, which is great.
I was out there when I was driving you though.
You took yourself fairly seriously.
I was on the ragged edge.
Yeah, you were on the ragged edge. There was a couple of moments where
only for a few corners.
I did close my eyes momentarily, and I don't normally do that, but only just a little bit. How did the whole interest in electric plug-in stuff? Not just cars, maybe other stuff. How did you get into that?
Again, I had no idea when I stopped where I was going, and I looked at the world, and I saw that mobility, which is my home, is going to revolutionize our planet and our lives. Mm-hmm. By going electric and by going autonomous, it's going to have such a huge impact. Yeah. And I've always been fascinated in technology, and so this has just pulled me in its path. And therefore, I also became a shareholder in Formula E. Yeah, because again, I just believe, and I'm so convinced about that. And
you think, well, you obviously, if you've put your own money into it, you must believe in it.
Yeah, exactly.
And did you go to a lot of races before, sort of?
Never. I had no idea about anything apart from F1 and family.
Really?
This is a whole
new world. So you just sort of sat back and went, what else is out there?
I had no clue. I was so focused. I did nothing. I didn't do anything else. I didn't read news. I didn't do anything. Just winning that next race, family. That's it.
Is that because it requires all that focus and all that? You need a mind like that in order to be
For me to perform at my absolute best, that's what it required, total dedication and this 100% focus, because it just gave me that 1% more when I needed it, And to beat Lewis, you need even that 0.5% more, Otherwise there's no chance, as a certain Vettel is experiencing right at this time.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you're a more worldly man, I guess.
Yes, very much.
Have you put any sort of eco technology into your house, or have you got plans to make your house more efficient or anything like that?
No, that I haven't done yet, but I will look at it in the near future. I looked at it I looked at it 5 years ago. It just wasn't ready yet. It was just so expensive. But now this is the great thing, that all the costs are coming down, and it's just a big wave coming where all this starts to make sense for all of us. And so it's not only mobility, it's energy, it's healthcare, it's everywhere. And that's why it's so cool what you're doing as well. And then you're right in the good moment now, where I think fully charged is going to take off.
Well, I think, and the other thing is electric cars are very difficult to describe to people how they feel, how they drive. An engine car obviously has an immediate sound that you can relate to and you can sort of smell it. Electric is different. What was the first electric car that you got a taste of? You might not have driven it, you might have just been in it.
It must have been a Smart or something, because back in the days when I was with Mercedes. But then the first real impressive experience was Tesla Model S ludicrous mode. Last year when I was in LA, I went to visit Tesla and they gave me a go in that. And the first thing we did, we just stood still, put the button, and then they said floor it, and that is scary. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And that's the cool thing, that we all need to understand, that electric car doesn't mean like less fun.
No, it doesn't.
It's gonna be great fun, just as much fun as these. The only thing that's gone is sound. But I drove the Porsche Mission E recently. Yeah, I had the honor of being in the prototype.
Oh.
And this was like big. Yeah, I was the first outsider to be allowed in the prototype of the Mission E, and I don't mind there not being sound. It just doesn't matter.
Because
it's
you've got that
a
torque.
new, different purity. Yeah, the torque is there. The dynamic is there, and it's just a different form. But I loved it. I really loved it.
Tell me about the Mission E experience then. What in terms of the sort of performance? Because the performance is presumably going to be.
No, it's a different category. Yeah, this is hyper. Mission E is positioned more in the Panamera area.
Okay.
Yeah, price-wise, power-wise, everything.
Yeah.
And so it's a more normal sports car. Yeah. It's still a Porsche. You really feel that it's a sports car.
Yeah.
But it's not a hypercar. But
it's still like a Panamera, but more attractive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it has great power and great ride, and it doesn't feel heavy or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big thing, I think, for all of us.
When you were at Mercedes, did you get given a Smart?
No.
You didn't?
No, you get lent a Smart for the year, and then you give it back.
And they just take it back.
Yeah. Which is great. Which is of course nice.
Yeah.
Can't complain. Huh?
No. Were you ever into things as a kid, like electric model racing, radio control cars or anything like that? Because I know Lewis, when he was tiny, was on TV many years ago racing radio control models.
Yeah.
And that was probably his first experience of electric. And I guess you went through karting like most drivers do, and now electric karting's becoming massive. Have you driven an electric car?
Not yet. No, it's next up on my list. Yeah.
I've only driven like a really, apparently it was quite slow, but the difference is ridiculous.
You know, on YouTube there's these like 5,000 horsepower electric cars which they load up and they like do burnouts.
Yeah.
You should try one of those for your channel. That would be exciting.
I built an electric drag car a few years ago, and actually this car was I managed to get the same quarter-mile time as the 918 Spider in my electric car. Yeah, and that's why I wanted to try and drive one of these, because it's a totally different car.
Yeah.
But I wanted to just try and get the difference. And obviously this is a warranted car you can buy off the shelf, so it's a different proposition.
Doesn't feel like that.
No, it doesn't, does it?
It feels like a race car.
It does feel like a race car. It does. Because you got the chance to drive cars that sort of money can't really buy, with your own cars, what do you buy?
I don't buy anything. I mean, I have a GLC diesel for the family.
Wow.
And then, I did go out on a splurge, or what do you say? I don't know.
Yeah, you could,
and I bought the GT2 RS.
Did you?
Which doesn't fit at all to this whole electric.
No, it's not very electric.
But it had to be done.
Yeah.
We shouldn't forget the past, and I think we'll all, there's a space for everything. There's a space for the future, but there's also still that space to, I'm a big classic car fan, so for classic cars,
me too.
And for that crazy V12 or GT2 RS machine. Yeah. So there's a space for everything.
And that's the kind of car you don't use every day anyway.
No, very rarely.
So it's like it's a treat.
Very rarely.
It's a reward car. Yeah.
But if you tune into my YouTube, very soon you can watch me drive that GT2 RS through the mountains in Monaco.
I'm going to do that.
In anger.
in anger?
Yeah.
In anger, wow. Yeah. So where do you see the electric world going? Where, because like you're a dad, aren't you? You got a kid.
Yep.
I see my kids plugging a car in now. They fight over who plugs the car in when we get home, because to them it's pretty cool fun.
But I really don't like I really don't like this plugging in stuff. I hope soon that there's going to be those induction plates.
Yeah.
Underneath you drive in and it's automatic. Because come on, this plugging in stuff is not good.
You just want it to be as convenient.
Not good, yeah. I'm finding myself. I had a Tesla for a while. I'm finding myself driving into the garage, thinking, "Oh damn, it's on the wrong side. Out again. Drive it in the other way. Plug it in. It's too tight. It can't fit." Oh, it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
So that needs to change as well. Yeah.
What do you think about electric aeroplanes?
I think that's still a little bit further away. They're going hybrid now to help them with taxiing on the runways.
Yeah.
But electric up there, it's because the batteries are still too heavy. I think that's the main issue. Yeah? So it's weight, which for road cars isn't so much of an issue because it's very low down, and then that doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
But in airplanes and boats, I think it still is more of a problem. So that's going to take a bit longer. Yeah. But again, I hope it will come soon. And the most incredible thing is the battery development at the moment.
Yeah.
I did a podcast with Professor Sagaway from MIT, who's the world-leading professor on batteries. Yeah. So that was fascinating, and he's telling me that in 7 years' time, it's going to revolutionize again, completely do a different direction. But even at the moment, the progress is so fast So the Formula E battery, in the space of 4 years, the same size, doubled in capacity.
Double.
In battery power. Double.
Because
so
it's
now,
already gone from having to change the packs
exactly.
to now being
so
one.
they had to change in half race distance,
Yeah.
and now it's same size,
Yeah.
they go a whole race distance in the space of 4 years. Yeah, that's how fast this battery progress is, and that is the key to making e-mobility a success. It's down to the batteries and the battery performances.
And with regards to Formula E, who are the people that are really interested or accepting Formula E the quickest?
Even my father. My father is the ultimate petrol head.
Yeah.
He is putting his alarm clock to watch Formula E races now.
Is he really?
So by now it's like even Bernie Ecclestone. 2 years ago he said, this Formula E, who on earth needs this Formula E? I mean, what is this? And now he's like a super fan and is convinced that it's going to go big. And he's even like starting to think about, because he's like saying that F1 needs to go electric pretty soon as well.
Yeah.
Because the whole world is going to be electric.
But 100% electric rather than hybrid.
Yeah. But in 10 years maybe, yeah. But Formula E has the license for the next 25 years. So he's already saying that probably there will have to be a merger. Because I did a podcast as well just now with Bernie.
See, I was going to say that's not like Bernie to miss a trick.
No.
Is it?
Well, he didn't miss a trick. I think he's found enough tricks in his time now.
Oh,
he's enjoying life now.
He's had tricks.
Yeah, he's enjoying life now.
Have you driven in a Formula E car?
Yeah, I drove the Generation 2, the new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I showcased that in Berlin.
And how did you find it?
It was good. Of course, it's not a Formula 1 car.
Yeah.
It's not there yet in terms of pace.
Yeah.
But it's great and it's different because you're in city centers, smaller tracks.
Yeah.
So you can find the same excitement and being on the edge there. They've done a
Racing
they've
places
done a
you
good
could
job.
never race in with the fuel car.
Yeah. I mean, center of Hong Kong. So
I know,
New York, in Brooklyn. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Great. Come on.
And do you think that's attracting a younger audience?
Yeah, that's the thing. They're very
Mostly.
social media savvy.
Yeah.
Of course, technology driven. Yeah, and bringing the sport to the people rather than expecting the people to come out.
Yeah.
So really city centers, and that's what makes the concept. Yeah, and I mean it's really taking off now after 4 years.
What's the worst car you've ever owned?
The worst car I've ever owned?
Tell me you've owned a bad car. You must have done. Well, what's the first car? What was your first car?
The first car was a gift from my dad, which was a RS6 Audi. His one. So his one, which he had for many years.
Yeah.
He passed it on to me because he said he prefers me to be in the safest thing out there rather than some smaller car which is not quite as safe.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool.
Not too bad.
Have you still? Tell me you still got it.
No. I still.
You haven't?
No.
I would have kept.
So that was not too bad as a first car. I know that was very lucky.
Have you ever had a bad car? Or have you driven a car that you like? That's
bad
pretty.
Car.
Have you driven a G-Wiz before?
Recently, the way I go around in Monaco is a Renault Twizy. Ride sharing. Because
Okay.
Monaco has Twizys as ride sharing.
Yes.
That's how I get around. Because you can park in the motorbike parking spaces.
Yeah.
So always get space, no traffic. It's cool.
Twizy.
Renault Twizy.
You heard it.
Yeah.
Commute to the
That's the
Twizy.
case.
I would like you to, maybe it's something for your YouTube channel, you can modify a Twizy.
I'm working on it. I was working on it. Charlie, where are we at with the Twizies? It's not happening. He's not happy.
You need to do it.
Big fail. Massive fail. But we were working on it, yes.
Bespoke Rosberg spec.
Yeah, it would be cool because
Twizy
they've done it with the rear wing.
Yeah.
And the front wing. I don't like the front wing, but the rear wing looks cool. So
I
was thinking about it, but apparently we failed on that front.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's just saying that because he doesn't want to give away any trade secrets.
Yeah,
I think that's a great car.
Yeah.
And that's another one of those cars which people will look at and dismiss because they think it's too odd.
Yeah.
But actually it's really useful, especially where you live. Everything's narrow,
it's
over-congested.
perfect. I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wind. Let's talk about wind power. It's quite windy today.
Yeah, where was I yesterday? I was speaking to Al Gore yesterday.
Were you?
Which was awesome because
I
had the honor to have a small round dinner with his presence, and we were speaking about those energies, and he also said that solar is there's not much innovation somehow. It's been really like slow in a long time.
Yeah.
And the innovation really has been happening in wind, and he's really betting on that and thinking that wind is going to be the big one in the next couple of years. It's going to make big progress for all of us and really make the big change in increasing the amount of renewable energy we all use in our electricity.
Yeah. Wow, that's brilliant.
Yeah, so I had the honor of meeting Mr. Impact or Mr. Sustainability.
I was going to say Al Gore yesterday. Sadly, me today.
You today.
I'm sorry.
It's pretty impressive. Huh? I've had a good couple of days.
What are you doing tomorrow? Some people are going to say that if you're interested in electric and you're interested in hybrid and eco technology,
Yeah.
does that mean you've sort of disconnected yourself from
your
roots?
No, but that's what I said. Yeah. So it's not the case. As I said, I also bought a GT2 RS recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely.
I really think it's no. But anyways,
it's an awesome car.
Exactly.
It is an awesome.
It's fun and.
And I personally, because my background is motoring journalism, and I'm a car enthusiast at heart, a classic car enthusiast. I have the same thing. I actually think about what journey I'm doing. What should I use?
Yeah.
Most of the week I'll drive an EV or a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
Weekend, like tonight, I'll be driving an old car that is not a hybrid.
Cool.
So I won't tell you about that.
But I think soon we won't have those questions anymore. It will just be electric.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
Once the whole infrastructure is in place and we have all the different kinds of models we can choose from, which is from next year onwards.
Yeah.
Jaguar has done a great job, to be first mover in that way here in Europe.
Yeah.
Really hats off.
Yeah.
And they've got a great product out there, so that's been great to follow.
What do you think of this emerging scene of taking old cars and putting brand new technology in it? You don't like that?
Come on.
You keep them separate?
That's fake, come on.
You think?
Yeah.
Because there'll be people that live in certain parts of the world, I guess, that want an E-Type Jag, or they want something beautiful.
No. I mean, there's those sort of things, but there's other stories like in the Philippines where they use the jitneys and they cause so much pollution because they're just a disaster.
Are they too strong?
And the Spanish billionaires developed a way to quickly take out and put in an electric motor, and he's transforming the whole fleet from them into electric jitneys now. Wow. So that's cool because they're old timers.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's changing them.
And you don't have to throw away the whole vehicle.
No, it's 10,000 or 8,000 pound per car to make the change. So the government is granting that as well.
Wow.
And that's cool then. Yeah.
That is very good. Have you ever driven a G-Wiz?
No. What's that?
I think for your YouTube channel, you ought to drive a G-Wiz. I think it would make a very interesting video.
So next up, G-Wiz, yeah?
It's nothing like this.
Okay.
It's nothing like this.
Right.
But I think in terms of showing people how bad electric cars can be, that's a good example.
Okay.
It's a very good example. Listen, thank you very much for your time. It's been really a real pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
And it's been great, because I remember in 2016 when I was in the room when you'd won the championship in F1 and you did the Autosport Awards.
Yeah, special night.
It was
for me as well.
You looked like you were having fun. You were very relaxed.
I just won the championship.
Yeah, but you did it. It was like, but I say some Formula One drivers, I think they don't look like they can relax.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
I was pretty relaxed then.
And you look relaxed, and the way you were chatting to people, it just felt kind of like you were, your guard was down, as it were.
Yeah.
So it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll let you get on.
Very good.
You're a busy man.
Thank you very much, everybody on Fully Charged, for tuning in and for watching. And I hope it was great to see some track action with this amazing car.
Are we going to be playing with you again at some point?
Let's see. I mean, our paths are very much in line, so it would be great to to see what other things we can do. Yeah.
Next time you need to take Robert out in this.
Yeah, sure.
I'd love to see Robert's face.
No, but we take another different car, something else.
Yeah.
Something new.
Okay.
The Tesla, the rocket-powered Tesla Roadster. How about that? That's a good one.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
I've got a car for you actually next time. I have got a car that would be really cool for you in Monaco.
Not the Wiz though, come on.
No, it's not a Wiz. No, it's actually got a bit of style.
Something real, yeah?
Yeah, it's real and it's brand new.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Many thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.